Very good morning and a warm welcome to all the esteemed guests and dignitaries, Honorable MD Sir, Honorable Director Sir, respected Principal Sir, respected Registrar Sir, all the faculties and staff, our beloved students and dear parents. I am Nivedita Vishwas, your host today, and it took me immense pleasure to stand before you on this very special occasion of orientation program for the students of the first year organized by Dr. Sudhir Chandra Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. Dear students, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. You have entered this institute, which remains the largest conglomeration of educational units in the eastern region, under which our college becomes the one. As an autonomous institute with NBA and NAC-A accreditation, Dr. Sudhir Chandra Institute of Technology and Sports Complex is committed to providing quality education, state-of-the-art infrastructure, and a vibrant academic environment that nurtures innovation, creativity, and holistic development. The orientation program is designed to help and boost your smooth transition into the new phase of your academic career. Success in life is not just determined only by marks and grades, but also by your curiosity, perseverance, and ability to adapt. Over the coming days, actively participate in academics, research, and innovation, along with extracurricular activities. Taking pride in being part of this institution, always uphold its values of integrity, inclusiveness, and excellence, because we strive to create not only competent professionals, but also responsible citizens who will contribute meaningfully to the society. Once again, I welcome you all to the SurTech family. May your years here be filled with learning, friendships, achievements that you will cherish for a lifetime. I wish you all a bright and successful journey ahead. Welcome to SurTech. Well, to begin something new, we always seek blessings from the head of our family. So now I would like to request our respected Principal Sir, Dr. Sharadindu Panda, the head of the SurTech family, to come to the desk and deliver his welcome address. Please, sir. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Very good morning, everyone. On behalf of SurTech, a proud member of JIS group of the institutions, I extend a very cordial welcome to the new admitted students of the batch 2025-26, proud parents, esteemed guests, and my dear colleagues to the Student Induction Program 2025. At the very outset, I wish to offer my heartfelt greetings to our guests of honor. Their remarkable achievements and distinguished contributions continue to inspire the next generation of learners and leaders. We are truly privileged to have you among us, sir and madam. A special and sincere welcome is also extended to the visionary leaders at the helm of the JIS family. Their guidance has been instrumental in shaping the group into one of the most prestigious educational conglomerate in the country. SurTech stands as more than an engineering institution. It is a center of learning, innovation, and growth. With NAC-A accreditation and NBA accredited departments, we remain steadfast in our commitment to academic excellence, research, and innovation. Our vision is to nurture the young minds into the competent professionals, responsible citizens, and leaders who can contribute meaningfully to the society. To our new students, congratulations on your admission. You have achieved a significant milestone, and we are truly delighted to welcome you into our SurTech family. Remember, Education is not just confined to the classroom. At SurTech, you will be encouraged to think critically, innovate fearlessly, and uphold values of discipline, integrity, and responsibility. Our aim is to shape not only successful engineers, but also compassionate human beings. You are now part of a dynamic community that celebrates diversity, encourages curiosity, and promotes the excellence. This induction program is designed to help you make a smooth transition into the college life, to introduce you to the institution values, infrastructure, academic practices, and the support systems. Over the coming days, you will have the opportunity to interact with your faculty, seniors, alumni, and the mentors who will all play pivotal roles in your journey. This program serves as more than an orientation program. It is intended to be a strong foundation on which you will build your goals, dreams, and future. Dear students, as you step into this new phase of your life, I urge you to dream big, stay curious, and remain resilient in the face of the challenges. The years ahead will test you, shape you, and prepare you for the world full of opportunities. Embrace the opportunities, ask the questions, don't be afraid to challenge yourselves. Mistakes will happen, that's how we will learn. But never stop moving forward. To the parents and guardians who have joined us, thank you for placing your trust in us. We assure you that your sons and daughters are in our good hands. To our faculty members, staffs, and the tireless members of the organizing committee, thank you for your continued commitment towards making this program meaningful and welcoming. Let us work together to make your journey at SurTech memorable, meaningful, and truly transformative. Once again, I welcome you all to the SurTech JS group. Wish you a bright and fulfilling future. Thank you all.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing your inspiring words with us and giving such an insightful address which will surely help the students in molding their characters with immense positivity. Today, we are extremely delighted to have such eminent personals among us, belonging from different backgrounds, from different walks of life, whose presence has surely enriched our program. I would now like to request our dignitaries, our esteemed guests, to come to the dais and take their seats, and then we will move toward the commencement of the program with the graceful lamp lighting ceremony. Let us all welcome our esteemed guests who have come today to motivate us and be a part of this auspicious program. At first, I would like to request Mr. Bidyut Mojumdar Sir, Deputy Director, Business Development at JIS Group. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. I would now like to invite Swami Kamalasthananda Maharaj, Principal of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Centenary College, Rohora, Kolkata. We have with us today Dr. Debobroto Dotto, Professor and former nuclear scientist at Bhabha Atomic Research Center. I would request sir to please join us on the dais. We are having with us today the renowned person, Mr. Shoboshachi Chakraborty, the veteran actor, and I request him to please come to the dais and please have your seat, sir. Let's all welcome our guests with a huge round of applause. It's really an honor to have them with us today. We are also immensely pleased to have with us today Mr. Gautam Bhattacharya, veteran sports journalist among us. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Next, we have with us today Mr. Aniruddha Das, officer in charge, scientific wing, detective department. So, I would like to invite sir, please come to the dais and have your seat. We are all very happy today that we have got such renowned people. I would like to welcome now Ms. Tuhina Bagh, the HR manager of Amber Group by Professor Ma'am Tuhina ma'am. I would request Tuhina ma'am to come to the stage, please. I would now like to invite Dr. Deepankar Saha, practice head and principal architect, SAP Manufacturing and IoT industry. Please, sir, come to the dais and join us. We would also like to invite Mr. Arunabha Ghosh, founder and CEO of Blue Copper Technologies Private Limited. Let us all welcome him with a round of applause. So let us now move towards the commencement of the program by observing the graceful lamp lighting ceremony. I would now request all our guests and dignitaries to come and join the dais to celebrate this occasion. All our dignitaries and esteemed guests, they will be joining with us to observe the lamp lighting ceremony, which symbolizes the ignition of wisdom and spreading of knowledge with its glory. We are about to begin the lighting of the lamp ceremony, and as we can see, all our guests, all our dignitaries, reputed figures, they are joining one by one to celebrate this moment. So let us all welcome them with a big round of applause. It is really a moment of pride to us that today we are really very fortunate to receive this support, this motivation, encouragement from people who have flourished with their talents, with the skill in their respective backgrounds. A joyful moment to be captured. The real motivators in a single frame who will be inspiring you, students, and from whom you will be learning the different spirits and strategies for accepting, for moving towards betterment in life. I would like to request all our dignitaries and esteemed guests to take their seats, please. With the observation of this sacred ritual, we would like to invite our esteemed guests and dignitaries to join in paying homage to the guardian angels of JIS Group, Babuji, the founder chairman of JIS Group, and Mataji. I would request all our dignitaries, our esteemed guests, respected principal sir, registrar sir, to come and join this auspicious ceremony of paying our tribute to the guardian angels of JIS Group. Babuji and Mataji, it is their forever blessings, their continuous support which has helped this entire group to grow and expand over the territory. It is with their blessings that motivate us, guide us to thrive towards the excellence in the field of academics with such initiatives. Following the traditional approach of our institute to intensify the grandeur of the program with an inaugural performance, I would now like to request Laboni Shorkar Madam, Assistant Librarian, to come and present her performance. Please, ma'am.
নমস্কার বিশ্বকবি রবীন্দ্রনাথ ঠাকুরের কবিতা উদ্বোধন শুধু অকারণ পুলকে ক্ষণিকের গান গাড়ে আজি প্রাণ ক্ষণিক দিনের আলোকে যারা আসে যায় হাসে আর চায় পশ্চাতে যারা ফিরে না তাকায় নেচে ছুটে ধায় কথা না শুধায় ফুটে আর টুটে পলকে তাহাদেরই গান গাড়ে আজি প্রাণ ক্ষণিক দিনের আলোকে প্রতি নিমেষের কাহিনী আজি বসে বসে গাথিসনে আর বাঁধিসনে স্মৃতি বাহিনী যা আসে আসুক যাহাবার হোক যাহা চলে যায় মুছে যায় শোক গেধে যাক ভুলক দুলক প্রতি পলকের রাগিনী নিমেষে নিমেষে হয়ে যাক শেষ বহি নিমেষের কাহিনী শুধু অকারণ পুলকে নদী জলে পড়া আলোর মতন ছুটে যা ঝলকে ঝলকে ধরণীর পরে শিথিল বাঁধন ঝলমল প্রাণ করিস যাপন ছুঁয়ে থেকে দুলে শিশির যেমন শিরিষ ফুলের অলোকে মরমর তানে ভরে ওঠ গানে শুধু অকারণ পুলকে নমস্কার
That was indeed an elegant performance from Laboni Madam. Now we will move on to the next segment of our program, that is the felicitation category, and we would like to request Biddut Sir, Mr. Biddut Mojumdar, Deputy Director, Business Development at JIS Group, to come forward in the dais and accept our token of appreciation from our respected Principal Sir, Dr. Shorodindu Panda. Let's celebrate the moment with a huge round of applause. I would request Biddu sir to stay with us for a while, and I would request Principal sir to take his seat, please. We would now like to invite Swamiji, Swami Kamalasthananda, Principal of Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda Centenary College, and to felicitate him, I would request Biddut sir to please be with us. Thank you, Swamiji. Please. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Debobroto Dotto, Professor and former nuclear scientist at Bhabha Atomic Research Center. And Biddut sir, I would request you to felicitate him with a small token of appreciation from us. Thank you so very much, Debubroto sir. I would now like to invite Sri Shoboshachi Chakraborty to come forward and receive the honor from Mr. Bidyut Mojumdar. A very famous face of the Bengal. I would now like to invite Dr. Deepankar Saha, Practice Head and Principal Architect of SAP Manufacturing and IoT Industry. And to felicitate him, Bidyut sir, we want you to be with us. Mr. Bidyut Mojumdar, he will be felicitating Dr. Deepankar Saha. Thank you, Bidyut sir. I request you to take your seat, please. I would now like to invite Ms. Tuhina Bagh, AGM, CRM and Head HR of Amway Group. And I would request our respected principal, sir, to felicitate her with a small token of appreciation. I would request Principal Sir to be with us for a while. I would now like to invite Ms. Priyanka Roy, HR Manager, Tata Steel Downstream Products. We will move on to Mr. Colonel Ovijit Das, Commanding Officer of the NCC Cadet, and to felicitate him, I would now like to invite Mr. Orunabh Ghosh, Founder and CEO of Blue Copper Technologies Private Limited. Our respected Principal Sir will be felicitating him with a small token of appreciation. I would now like to request Mr. Gautam Bhattacharya, veteran sports journalist, to come forward, and our respected Principal Sir once again will be felicitating him with a small token of appreciation. It's a privilege for us to have such dignitaries, such personals among us today. And we feel really pleased, delighted enough to get this opportunity to felicitate them with a small token of appreciation and honor. Thank you very much, sir. I request you to take your seat. Now it's time to hear some motivational words, inspiring messages from all the personals who are present among us today. Mr. Aniruddha Dash has arrived, and I would request Aniruddha sir to come to the dais and join us. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Once again, I would request our respected principal sir to come forward and felicitate Aniruddha sir, Mr. Aniruddha Dash, who is the officer in charge of the Scientific Wing Detective Department. Thank you, sir. Let's all celebrate the moments with a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Bidyut Mojumdar, Deputy Director of JIS Group, to come to the dais and share his welcome address. Please, sir.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. So thank you very much for joining in JIS Group. And I can say that you have got the opportunity to enroll yourself in a group which are managing 45,000 students now, and the largest educational conglomerate of Eastern India, and one of the best institute which is NIRF ranking and autonomous status by UGC, the JIS Group. And I am seeing the lots of talented face, because you know that to get chance in any colleges of JIS University under JIS Group is difficult nowadays, and we are not taking any students below that who are securing in the HS good number, very good number at least. So, among the talented faces, I can say that this day is the beginning of your journey to be a part of the Indian industry. And you know that nowadays industries are looking only for those who can perform, who can execute with their innovative mind. So nowadays, innovation has become a buzzword. And nowadays, inquisitive mind, sustainability, and experiential learning has become important in the pedagogy of any educational institute. So this is the induction program which is being fabricated by the University Grant Commission and the AICT, and here you need to know that how is your institute and which are the rules and regulations of your institute. And this will be continued for next 21 days, and you will learn that in part of our infrastructure, in part of academic, and in part of extracurricular activity, what you will get from your institute. First of all, we need to say that our mantra is basically only one thing, that to provide quality education to each student and to make them ready as a good professional when they will finish the course and they will enter into the industrial world. Be it maybe that after engineering, maybe you are a musician, maybe you are an actor, maybe you are a sportsman, maybe you are an engineer, but ultimately you have to think about that I will be a complete man. So it is important to note that the discipline here is most important thing in GIS group. And secondly, that those who are in hostel, certainly we are getting personal invigilation for each student that whether they are getting best of the best opportunity in hostels. And next, that we are giving good faculty members, those who are not less than master degree, and maximum of them are from with PhD degree. And next is that they are qualifying in the world ranking also out of the 200 faculty members of the world. So every day we are thinking, and we know that we have started from the day one of the corona, the COVID, that the online education, and no one student was deprived for getting their courses, their syllabus, when we were in the COVID time. So we can say that every time we are giving most importance to the students, and for this reason we are getting good placement report. The Microsoft has come, the Infosys has come, the other institute, other good companies, and from international level also we are getting good companies, and our highest package already have scored 67 lakh, the highest package, and average package is more or less 10 lakh to 12 lakh CTC. So you know that we are trying for the best for our student, and we are expecting from our student that come what may, they will contribute to the society at their most. They will try to contribute to the weaker section also, as well as their family. So it is our task to promote the India, because India is having their potential youth of more than 67% in the global arena. So right now, Germany or the Europe is looking for maximum Indian students, and apart from that, our Southeast Asia also looking for maximum Indian students by the Japan, etc. So that because the Indian students are performing well. So with the potential youth, we will establish our country as a global partner, and we will establish you as a global player and idol like other good institutes. So I think this beginning of your program will give you important views, because we have called number of dignitaries and they have lots of experience. They have experience in the field of cinema, movie. They have experience in the field of imparting education, in the field of technology, in the field of industry, as well as in the field of sports and healthcare. So we have with us Sabosachida, who is very known, very popular among us as Feluda, past Feluda. And secondly, we have with us Gautam Bhattacharya, who is none other than popular like Moti Nandi in our time. So you have all the good important persons. You try to get the things, inputs from them, and I think the program will be enjoyable to you. With this, I'm again congratulating you to get chance to enrollment, because this year I want to announce that GIS has touched the maximum highest record of enrolling 13,000 students this year. So only 1 year we are getting 13,000 students in our 39 institutes. I think we are proud enough of our group, our education, and in our time it was not there, all these orientation program or like that. I was also a student of Jadavpur University, but in our time we were getting the orientation by union. But right now UGC has formulated that we have to go for the induction and orientation program to groom the students. So thank you very much from my end, from JS Group end, and I am inaugurating this opportunity to get the inputs from the dignitaries. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such informative messages with the students. I'm sure this will surely help the students to develop a clear vision about the opportunities, the perspectives of engineering curriculum which they have come to pursue with their dreams and aspirations. Now, I would like to invite Swami Kamalasthananda Maharaj, Principal of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Centenary College, to come to the dais and share his words with us. Please, sir.
So, respected Saradindu Babu, the illustrious head of the SurTech GIS group, and its Deputy Director Vidyut Babu, and all the dignitaries present on the dais. I know somebody, I could not know somebody, so I telling that all the dignitaries. And in front of me, the dignitaries present here, and also the faculty member, staff members of this group, those are present here, and very dear students, those are present here in this beautiful morning here. So it is the very beginning of your day in the field, or I can say arena of higher education. Especially, I telling you that according to the 1991 record, that India, the population of higher education, it is around 49 point something lakhs. And in 2016-2017 report, it indicates that the figure goes to 2.94 or something, around 3 crore. And now this 2025, it may be the figure 4.5 to 4.8 crores. So you, the intelligent students of our great country, so you can easily calculate that your percentage over all population of whole India. So you can easily understand that in 100 population of whole country, your counts maybe 2 to 3%. So you belongs to 2 to 3% in the 100 population. So you understand your importance, your gravity, and your challenge. Now the recent study, because all you are coming in higher education fields, technology and all this, engineering, so you must know all this. The McKinley is a great reviewer. It mentioned that by 2030 in India, in top 10 jobs, out of 10 top jobs, 7 will be automated by 2030. So it is a very remarkable figure. And World Economic Forum indicates that due to AI and nanoscience and so many things are coming up, by 2030, around 170 million jobs will be created. But another important data, very important, this within 170 jobs, 92 million jobs will be replaced in this period. So it is a very interesting, remarkable, challenging. Now the Graduate Skill Index 2025, which predicts that less than 43% of the graduates in India, they are ready for market.
So in this respect, we have started our journey for our future endeavor. So this is the field of higher education. Every day it is changing. Previously, people told that it is 1 year plan, it is 1 year plan. Now it is reduced to maybe 1 month. Maybe in future days, it will reduce to 1 week. So in this lightning era of changing, we have to be accustomed, we have to be think in this way so that we can give a mark in the field of higher education and the future market. So I actually, so many field persons are there, they will enlighten you. I actually want to tell few words regarding the motivation. Because anything, higher education, entrepreneurship, or any type of achievement in life, motivation plays a vital role. It is called inspiration. So without inspiration, you cannot prosper. After inspiration, then comes perspiration. So first, you have to be inspired. So motivation is a very important thing in life. So before coming here, I thought a life of one person, but I saw that present here, Gautam Babu is present here. So I left this topic, I actually start different topic. So I am telling a life of one person of India. I think any person can raise your hand if you know. Can you tell me that first the amputated lady climbed Mount Everest in the world? Can you tell the name? If you know, can raise your hand. So, because the person, she is a lady, she belongs to India. Her name is Miss Arunima Sinha. She born in a village, very rural village in Uttar Pradesh. It is actually from Lucknow, it is 200 kilometers away in a village. He is very middle class, very, you can say, lower, below the middle class family, you can say. When her age was 3, her father died. And she has 4 siblings. She, in his youth time, she is a national volleyball player. She got a central government job, and for this appointment, some interview, she actually went to Delhi by a local train. But in this night, some accident happened. You, the students, you can know this life of Miss Arunima Sinha. Why? After that, you can understand. In this night, 4 dacoits attack her at dead night and thrown him from the running train to the outside. She ultimately flown in the air and actually she fell in a next track. At that time, from opposite side, one train actually coming. She immediately escaped her whole body, but she could not escape her left leg. So whole train passed through her leg. You understand? She completely unconscious. When he got consciousness in morning, At that time, 49 trains passed over her body. This accident happened from actually middle of the rail line. It is away from a station. So morning when the village people came, they discovered, they rescued him and they sent him to a local hospital, rural hospital. Doctor told that actually immediate operation required, otherwise whole leg and whole body will be gangrene and maybe it is life-threatening. But this rural hospital, it is lack of any this operation facility, basic facility is anesthesia. Doctor told that there is no facility of anesthesia. How shall I start operation? The Arunima heard all this thing. She told the doctor, I give you the order, you start operation in this moment. I tolerate all this. She was completely conscious and operation started. After that operation, this news come all over the India that as a national volleyball player actually has this type of accident, has suffered this type of accident. Then from central government, she was flown to the AIIMS, Delhi, and she was recovered. But after that, a rumor come that this is not an accident. She could not purchase his ticket, and so when the TT came, she immediately for his rescue, he jumped from the train. So in his hospital bed, she promised that in future she will done something for India, that she is not an ordinary citizen, she is a great citizen of India. And within few minutes, she decided that she will climb Everest within 2 years. When his left leg was amputated, doctor told that you take 6 to 1 year for habitation. She told that within a couple of days, I can manage this. So only 2 days she taken for this habitation of this amputated leg. After that, she was actually admitted in the Nehru Mountaineering Institute for 1.5 years. He studied there rigorously, practiced mountaineering, and this 2013, the accident happened 2011. And after 2 years, she planned for climbing Mount Everest. And at that time, no actually Sherpa agreed to accompany him because she is an amputated lady, no one accustomed. How one amputated person can climb a Mount Everest? After that, one actually agreed. And first attempt, she climbed Mount Everest. And it is a lot of incidents. When she climbed, then Sherpa told that you could not stay on the top because immediately you have to climb down because your oxygen will be reduced. But he takes 3 minutes, he hoisted the Indian flag, and his important thing, he carried one picture with her because this picture, his life motivation, his name is Swami Vivekananda. From his very teenage, he loved Swami Vivekananda. He loved the message of Swami Vivekananda, that is, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. Another is, the human being has immense possibility, can do anything and everything. She likes these two messages of Swami Vivekananda. After that, not only she is the first amputated lady climbed Mount Everest, she climbed all the highest peak of 7 continents. That is Europe, Africa, Asia, South America, North America, and the most tough is Antarctica. So she, the first amputated lady, climbed all the 7 peaks. I telling this story to you because this is possible due to determination, power of mind, and a motivation. Her motivation is Swami Vivekananda, and your motivation should be like Miss Arunima Sinha. That such an amputated lady, she is now world figure. So we are the all health and hearty. So we can do anything and everything in life. So I could not extend my talk because Sharadindu Babu told that you could not speak too much because many speakers are there. With your, I can pray because I belongs to Ramakrishna Mission, so I can pray Thakur Ma Swamiji for your all well-beings. And thank you all of you for your very patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing such insightful words and valuable messages with us. Besides academic pursuits, it is also very important to build a strong moral character and develop an ethical approach towards serving the society. That's how an engineer becomes truly successful in life. Now, for the next segment of this program, my co-host will be joining with me, Monril Shorkar from CAC. So now we will be having with us Sri Shobhoshachi Chakraborty, the renowned Bengali actor in theatre, television and films, who is best known for his iconic roles as Feluda and Kakababu.
We all love detectives, right? Where we all love the ones who solve mysteries on screen. And this is, our next guest is someone who has lived that charm on screen for years and remained a youth icon for generations. An extraordinary actor and alongside a passionate wildlife photographer. He's the man who brought the legendary Feluda from the pages of literature to life on screen, on the big screen for years. Our very dear Feluda, as we call him. Please welcome the celebrated actor, the one and only Shobhoshachi Chakraborty. I request him to please come on the dais and speak a few words among us. So.
Very good morning to everyone here. And it's a big honor for me to be invited at this student induction program organized by the GIS group. And I am honored to be sharing a seat on the dais with such distinguished and honorable dignitaries who are here today. And it's really an honor to listen to all of them when they speak. They speak of your life, your destiny, your education, your grit, and your enduring power for all the education that you've received. We receive our education from an early stage from our parents, from our guardians. And later on, we move on to the educational institutions where we get our education. But that is not all. Definitely, academic education is vitally important to finally get to where you want to be. But destiny, as Swami Vivekananda had said, your destiny is in your own hands, and you can mold your destiny where you want to be. It is not only your academic qualifications or the marks on your mark sheet that count where you're going to be tomorrow. What matters is what sort of a human being you become to reach where you want to be. To be a good human being, you will have to respect humanity. And that is what is the primary teaching of all educational institutions. All the teachers that have taught us right from the play school stage to the highest point of education. Everyone says that. But education does not stop when you pass out from your institution. It does not. You continue learning. And there is no end to learning. This is what our teachers have taught us. This is where your teachers are also teaching you. There is no end to learning. সারা জীবন পড়াশোনা করে গেলেও শিক্ষা শেষ হয় না। সে শিক্ষা সারা জীবন চলতে থাকে। Till the moment you leave this world. So you have to understand that what all teachers have been telling us right from the beginning, you might not have liked every word that they had said, but try to ponder over it. We get irritated with a lot of problems that we face. You don't need to get irritated with the problems you face. What you need to do is find out why the problems were created, why the problems came and how they came. So try and solve those problems that created the problem. It's easier said than done, but then I suppose your teachers, your elders, your relatives, your friends, everyone will give you a piece of advice. So put them together, put them in a mixer and stir it around and you'll find a solution. May not be tomorrow, but maybe day after tomorrow. So I think this student induction program is, in a way, encouraging people. I just heard that there are about 13,000 inductions. So this is no small number. And this 13,000 is going to increase in arithmetic progression and later on in geometric progression. Look at the world, where the world is going to. You don't need to be scared about AI. AI is going to make you lose your jobs. This is what they say. But think when there was no AI and people were creating jobs, then there was this ordinary computer, data processing, and they said the computer is going to eat up your jobs. Yes, maybe a little, but it has not affected like the amount which has been projected, which was projected at one point of time. So now we are a little scared of AI, that we are going to lose our jobs. I don't need to act, I don't need to give my voice, because a computer is doing that. You don't need to worry about that. If AI is here, you have to confront AI. You will have to prove that you're better than AI. And to prove that you're better than AI, you'll have to work hard. There was a point of time when Shakuntala Devi defeated the computer in her mathematical calculations. So there's going to be a time when the upcoming students are going to defeat AI. They are going to do better than AI. So there's nothing to worry. If AI is here, tomorrow there's going to be something else. Progress cannot stop. And so education has to continue. Even education cannot stop. You'll have to prove that you can do better. What a human mind conceives, develops, can also be countered by the human mind itself. So this is what you have. Use it. Take your guidance from the teachers, and finally, you're going to succeed. There is no end to it. So that is what I say. Education cannot stop. It has to continue. And you should be fortunate that you have such good institutions, you have such good teachers who are guiding you through. And finally, a time will come when you'll realize, like I do as an old man, I have realized what my teachers have taught me when I was in school, when I was in college. So whatever you are getting from your teachers, grab it, store it, use it as your data, and you're going to succeed in life. It does not matter what your mark sheet says. Again, I'm telling you, what matters is what sort of a human being you are at the end of the day. Are you being wanted? Do people like you? Do they want you? If that is attained, no amount of marks can outrun that. So please continue, strive your way through, and finally I wish you all the best and wish you all the success in life. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing such encouraging words with us, words filled with enthusiasm and vigor that will surely instill that indomitable spirit in the students to reach to the heights of their dreams, fulfilling their dreams and aspirations beyond anything and everything. Now, I would like to request Dr. Debobrata Dotto, sir, to come to the dais and share his speech, who is a distinguished nuclear scientist and academic who served as head of the Radiological Physics and Advisory Division at BARC with over 3 decades of expertise in radiation physics and nuclear research. Currently, as a professor, he continues to guide young minds through his vast experience in science and innovation. I would request sir to come to the dais and share his address, please.
Good morning to all my dear students and parents. I need the loud voice from the students community. Good morning again, though that the time is good afternoon, but first visit is always good morning. Respected Principal Sir, Dr. Sharabindu Panda, and Shamiji, Dr. Kamalasanto Maharaj, and other dignitaries on the dais, of the dais. My focus will be always towards the student for the induction program. The word induction is having the twofold. One is self-induction, another is mutual induction. Artificial intelligence will be giving you the self-induction. Now today, you have crossed your education in the root level, which is the 12th standard. And after that, you are entering into a higher education and you will be the budding engineer as on today's platform. So, when you clear your root, you have to put the nutrition to bring the stem. And this nutrition will be fed by the talented, expert teachers in the different discipline. And that nutrition, you are the person, you have to take it. What is the benefit? Benefit will be that you will be developing your STEM. What is the meaning of the STEM? Science, technology, engineering and management. If you are cured about the STEM, you will be having lot of branches and leaves. That means your diversity in the higher education at the end of the 4th year of the engineering will be perfectly fulfilled and you will be fit yourself into any industry. Government of India wants a person not only focused to a particular subject, but it requires that the multidisciplinarity. Today's solution is that the multi-physics, multi-solution. So I hope all my dear students, they will try to take their exercise every day. And my experience I wanted to share with you, every day the assignment should be prepared. Do not keep any pending assignment. Even if you do not have any assignment, you try to make creativity with the help of the artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, because these are all the buzzwords today. I am sharing one of my past experience in the nuclear industry. I am not an engineer, but I was having a dream of becoming a nuclear engineer. Then when I searched through all the institutes like Kharagpur IIT, many of the IITs, and that time NIT was not there, it was a regional engineering college. I found that this nuclear engineering nobody teaches, and there is no discipline at all. Then I found how it is, why that the not engineering is there. Then I asked my college, how I can study the nuclear engineer. I am bent on that to study the nuclear engineering only. He simply gave me an advice, you take the admission to the general line and took the physics as a subject, do best so that you can get your master degree, and there you will be able to see. I did everything as per that advice, and then I studied the MSc in nuclear physics. Then I prepared myself for studying further in the nuclear physics only. I came across with the one very renowned astrophysicist, Sir Jayant Narlikar. He advised me, can you develop a neutron spectrometer? Now you see that many of the engineers will be thinking that how to develop at the third year or second year itself. I started developing the nuclear spectrometer, it is a neutron spectrometer. And today also that neutron spectrometer is located at the Salt Lake campus of the Variable Energy Cyclotron Center. And later on, when somebody examined myself about the neutron spectrometer, he declared that this is the first time developed in India, and that is the first proof of the Viksit Bharat, and this development was taking place in the year of 1983. I got the chance in Bhabha Atomic Research Center, showing you the platform. So that means what is the narration fit into a domain where nuclear engineering starts. So I fulfilled my dream that now this is the opportunity to become a nuclear engineer. Later on I became the nuclear engineer and did. No barrier is there if you develop your STEM properly. That is science, technology, engineering and management. And backbone of that is nothing but the two things. One is confluence, another is compass. Confluence is giving the geographic location. Today all of you have come from the different geography, that means different area. Your parents are basically confluenced at the same place in this science auditorium. So during your course, if you have a particular compass in your hand, you will be able to direct yourself that which path I should follow. So confluence and compass, these two are your career life. And if you understand that the confluence and compass, I think no barrier will be there. No obstacle will be there. You will be definitely at the top. Because the geography will give you the very basic idea that what? Many of the time, what we do not have, that geography is very, very weak. And that is why I had been to visited to the Jodhpur IIT when that IIT was getting established. IIT director told that I invited you to give some kind of suggestion. What suggestion? We would like to include the geography in the engineering subject. I was really surprised. How the geography? And he told he has visited the Canada and then came back to understand that that system science. In the system science, the geography is there. So therefore, idea of the geography that time I could not understand, but later on I understand, gave the suggestion to him also. Yes, to some extent you can include the geography, but from the technicalities. That means a person having a knowledge of electrical engineering should be able to study the reliability engineering also, so that he will understand whether he is reliable, how far that the component is reliable, to get today very well technologies that remaining useful life. So you can easily calculate in the engineering platform what is the remaining useful life of yourself. That means how long you can sustain. So my all advice to all the dear students who are the budding engineer, always be motivated and try to do some kind of innovation. In our time there was no IQAC, there was no IIC, all this concept go on developing. In future again it will come, and you will see after some time in the AICT will be introduced a subject called metaverse. I have my own thought in the metaverse. I have given the very suggestion worldwide, many places, so that metaverse will give you the real cognitive science. And if you have the cognitive science, that is called the cognitive artificial intelligence, and you build your career always toward that subject, cognitive AI. Today doctors are not in a position to do any kind of microsurgery. Robots replace the doctor. But to conduct the robot, doctors required. That does not mean that the medical science is totally demolishing by the introduction of the AI. There are many more examples are there, and I think that the back behind lot of other dignitaries are there who can tell their own thoughts. I shared my own thought, and I hope that all of you will become a good nuclear engineer to serve our country. As you know, we require a people to have our own development in our own country. We do not need anything from any technology. Just to have a share that Japan is very much technologically advanced. You will be surprised that Japan is having a nuclear reactor at Fukushima. In spite of their technological advance, Fukushima got accident. Russian people are far ahead of the Indian nuclear scientists, but Chernobyl got accident. But in our country, so far, till date, we have not any such kind of major accident. So from the point, it is understood that I met with the Japan Fukushima fellow when he came back to here. I was the explainer to the switchyard. He understood that your switchyard is fantastic. Then I asked him, you are technologically advanced. Why does you divide the switchyard and the base level, even though it is an earthquake area? So he was really surprised. He learned the lesson from me that the switchyard should be designed. So that means a physics person can do the switchyard, a physics person can do the insulin delivery system, so the multi-physics, multi-solution will be your target. With this small advice, I am really grateful to Dr. Sharadindu Panda. There are many more things to say, to advance, to build the prepare. I have prepared many things. For example, I would like to share the MATLAB, many people use. I am the person who has the huge algorithm in the MATLAB. I am the contributor of the MATLAB. And that is the beauty of that. As a worldwide student from many universities because of that MATLAB only. So I hope you tell your motivation, you drag your motivation toward that area, and always be friend with the faculties. All the faculties of the GIS Universities group are very, very talented. very much helpful. So you have to be remaining in the university maximum time because you are just starting your journey. Train is from, you can say that the Kolkata to Katra. So there are many zigzag paths you should follow, and every path should be geographically esteemed. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing your words of wisdom with us. I'm sure it will definitely guide the students to adopt the right path in thriving for excellence in their academic pursuits. We have with us today Mr. Deepankar Saha, an architect for SAP Manufacturing and Industry 4.0 solutions, who has worked in several SAP MII implementation projects and also in the product design and development of SAP MII. Mr. Saha is an SAP Certified Associate Enterprise Architect. He has more than 20 years of experience in the IT industry, and he has co-authored several books on SAP MII and SAP ME published by SAP Press. I would now like to invite Mr. Deepankar Saha to come to the dais and share his words with us. Please, sir.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Warm greetings to the new students, the eminent guests and dignitaries present here, and the academicians and the facility of GIS Group. And thanks for asking me to, share a few words here with the students. It's always very refreshing to meet the students, meet the new energetic, our future workforce. So I spent almost I studied in REC Trichy, Regional Engineering College Trichy, in the stream of chemical engineering, which is now called the NIT Trichy, a long way back, almost 23 years back when I passed out, and all through the years working in different organizations like SAP, IBM, Wipro, and right now leading our product development in a company called Inkcher in Kolkata. In the field of Industry 4.0 and manufacturing using AI. So I always wish, looking at the current, the things, the technological advancement, what are happening right now, I wish I can start over once again and, start this journey. Why? Because this is, I feel, is one of the most exciting time to be in the technology landscape, especially in India, I will say. Let's consider some quick statistics. By the time I think the new students who are joining the courses now, by the time when we'll be passing out and going for the job or higher studies in the next 4 to 5 years, what may happen? 78% of the organizations will be using AI at least for one functions, right? So basically, AI will be everywhere. Coding, right? All of you are very much, focused on coding if you are coming from the computer science background and so on. 80% of this coding will be generated by AI in the next 4 to 5 years. When it comes to, the physical infrastructure and devices, almost 40 billion devices will find as connected devices in the next 4 to 5 years. So what it means? There are 3 important themes, I will say, what is very important for who we are working in the technology and engineering domain to understand. These 3 themes are connected everything. So that is how our technologies are moving with every devices, every, even from a human perspective, we are connected all through. With 40 billion devices connected device, practically it means for every human, there are 5 connected devices starting from a cell phone itself. Then comes intelligent everywhere, right? This is, I think all of us kind of agree with the way AI is progressing. It is not something as a research project. It's everywhere in our common life and available always. This is where the technology of cloud computing comes in. So what is important to understand as engineering students, I will say, understand the problem-solving skills, right? I mean, when I interact as part of our campus interview program and so on, when I interact with students, especially from the computer science, information technology, I always feel they are very good at coding, but they are very focused only at coding. This is something you should, look into, and what you should focus on, the problem. What is the industry problem you are solving by a piece of code? Because writing a piece of code going forward will not be the most important thing. Because as I said, in next few years, 80% of the code might be generated by AI. But that doesn't mean you need to understand how to write a code or how it works. Definitely you need to understand it. Because at the same time, you cannot let AI control you, rather you should control AI. So the important thing is to develop a T-shaped skills. What it means, like the letter T, right? So you should have knowledge across, multiple domains, but you should at the same time have a deep expertise in one particular domain, which is very important. Basically, your stream, what you are studying, you should have, deep expertise into that particular domain. Go very deep. Do not use AI to, do whatever you are doing, putting your papers and, writing the code or solving a problem. Of course, you can take help of AI, but maybe to do some preliminary research, right? But you should be in a control of the AI. That's what we should do. Also, at the same time, it is important to network with industry experts and understand, as I said, to understand what is the problem you are solving. Do not just blindly go on, writing a piece of code without understanding what is the problem it solves. So always try to question, what is the problem I am solving and what is the approach. Always ask, what if, instead of less, why not? Okay. So with this, I extend warm welcome and also a very bright future. I wish you a very bright future for the new students who are starting today, and for also the SurTech College and the GIS group, very exciting journey ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now I have a question to all of you. How many of you love sports? Please raise your hand. How many of you love sports? Please raise your hand. Okay. And we all are eager to listen to the stories that happen at the green room, right? And our next guest has been doing that exactly for decades. Gautam Bhattacharya, a veteran sports journalist, an amazing author. He has penned some bestsellers like Joyo He, Of Stumper Baire, and also he's the co-author of the autobiography of the very celebrated actor and, as we call, megastar Prosenjit Chatterjee. The book name is Bumba Short Ready. And along with that, he has inspired generations through these books. I take this honor on behalf of the SurTech family to welcome Gautam Bhattacharya on stage, and I shall request him to please come on the dais and speak a few words among us. Please put your hands for Gautam Bhattacharya.
Good afternoon, Shubho Dupur. I'm not sure whether you're slightly bored or whether you're waiting for the lunch, but remember, always in cricket, the pre-lunch session, the last 5 to 10 overs, it always gets very interesting and dramatic. So who knows? Firstly, SurTech family, I'm very, very grateful, immensely grateful to them, to the Honorable Principal Sir and Sri Bidyut Mojumdar for getting me here. And I was listening to these wonderful speakers, some captains of the industry, and people you actually look up to. I was just also getting a bit nostalgic, and I was thinking then when I got inducted as a first year student in Xavier's as back as in 1979, what was my mindset? I was just trying to visualize that what you first year students in this getting enrolled in SurTech family, what are you thinking? Do you have any idea about a life which is about to embrace you? I don't know how many of you here watched last night's India-Pakistan match. Can you raise your hands, please? Okay. How many of you silently clapped for Abhishek Sharma? Can you raise your hands, please? Quite substantial. Now, I do not have any domain knowledge in engineering. All these esteemed guests here, they have talked about it, about the danger and the pleasures of having AI and the other issues. But I can tell you this much, that life that you are going to embrace is not an Abhishek Sharma innings. Sadly, it is not. The life that is about to embrace you would rather be like a Cheteshwar Pujara. It will be at times dull, boring, very challenging. It would call for perseverance. It would call for certain other qualities which your textbook has not prepared you for it. And this is where, of course, you begin your innings in engineering, but simultaneously, your innings also begins for life. As I said, I do not have any knowledge and domain knowledge in this, but having met and seen some of the very best in sports, entertainment, and several other fields, I can just share some of the experiences. You will understand that how you can combine your engineering degree with life lessons. Trust me, it is very, very important. I have seen so many first boys fall by the wayside. I have so many people from Kharagpur IIT, from Kanpur IIT, brilliant scholars. Somehow, down the line, they got frustrated with themselves. They got frustrated with their jobs, which actually led me into thinking that all along, we were brought up on this. My parents used to tell me that if you do not study, if you do not get good marks, you will not reach anywhere in life. And so, my basic knowledge, I was always imparted this, that unless you study well, unless you get good marks, you don't reach anywhere in life. Today I realize they were not always right. I can even mildly say they were wrong. I remember on my second foreign trip, which was to Sharjah. Those days there used to be cricket in Sharjah, which was IPL before IPL. I saw somebody walking up to me in the aircraft and said, "Can you fill in this for me?" I said, "What is it?" It's an immigration form that you need to, I don't think these are there anymore. But those days they had those huge immigration forms. And I realized this guy was a Bengali. And eventually I realized this guy was actually a Bangladeshi. Now he told me he has flourishing businesses across UAE, in Sharjah, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. And yet he could not fill in the immigration form which was written in English. And I suddenly realized that this guy is so successful in life, yet he does not even know how to fill in a form in English. And since then, this happened in 1985, since then I have seen several other instances which has made me believe the talent or mark sheet is possibly the most overrated word you'd hear in this world. Of course, if you do research, if you get into higher education, it's very important. But trust me, you need to combine your engineering with life lessons. It's almost like playing a cricket match. How many of you play cricket here or play cricket ever? Can you raise your hands, please? It's almost like as a first year student, you are waiting in the dressing room. You will now go on to the field. You will begin your innings. And your real innings, trust me, begins now. The question is, what target have you kept for yourself? Now, if someone had asked me as a first year student in 1979, I would have said nothing. I didn't even know what was expecting for me. But today the world has got so competitive with all these gadgets coming in that you need to know what is your target for life. I remember in South Africa, there was this Indian bowler called Munaf Patel. He was bowling at the nets. The coach was Greg Chappell. Me and another journalist, we were cursing Munaf Patel and saying certain things which are not allowed inside the classroom. And we were saying certain things, and we did not realize that Wasim Akram had come from behind. The television box was just next to the press box. So Wasim Akram came and asked us, "Kisko itna gali de rahe ho aap log?" And we said, "Munaf Patel ko." "Kyun?" I said, "Dekho aap net pe dekho, Munaf Patel abhi medium pace kar rahe hai." So Wasim said that, "What is your problem if he bowls medium pace?" He said, "Wasim bhai, हमारे इंडिया में तो फास्ट बॉलर है ही नहीं हमारा मुल्क में. ये एक बंदा हमने सोचा कि ये फास्ट बॉलर बनेगा, ये भी मीडियम पेस कर रहा है." Mind you, Jasprit Bumrah had not arrived. Other fast bowlers had not arrived. I'm talking about 2005. So Wasim Akram said, "So you are so angry with him that you are abusing him?" He said, "Yes, because he was our hope, fast bowling hope, and look at himself. And you know, he's bowling medium pace." So he said, "आप कभी मुनाफ पटेल को जाके पूछा कि वो उन खुद के लिए क्या टारगेट रखे हैं? अगर शायद मुनाफ पटेल मीडियम पेसर बनना चाहते हैं, it is your dream. You want him to become a fast bowler. But for becoming a fast bowler, you have to work extremely hard. Possibly मुनाफ पटेल इतना कोशिश करना नहीं चाहते हैं." तो मुनाफ पटेल को कभी पूछा कि तुम जिंदगी में क्या बनना चाहते हो? अगर तुम जिंदगी में मीडियम पेसर बनना चाहते हो तो इससे काम चल जाएगा. बट अगर तुम जिंदगी में हिस्ट्री बनना चाहते हो, अगर तुम जिंदगी में फास्ट बॉलर बनना चाहते हो तो इससे काम नहीं चलेगा. बहुत कोशिश करना पड़ेगा. I think this Munaf Patel story is a pointer as to how we should approach life. Should we approach life just like a medium pacer, line and length medium pacer, that I just get on with life and do not make any splashes around? Or do I make a difference? I watched Virat Kohli in 2014 Dhaka Asia Cup. We were in the same hotel. I'm the Indian team. These days, mostly journalists don't stay in the same hotel. But then we were in the same hotel. And the Dhaka hotel, Dhaka Sheraton, the breakfast was in the upper lounge. And when I entered the upper lounge, I saw Virat Kohli standing and speaking to the chef. So I went inside, took my place, finished my breakfast, and Virat Kohli was still standing there and talking to the chef. Do you know why? Because he's so particular about his diet that he was explaining him everything. Dimtai atoda deben, bacon ta atoda korben, this is the vegetable, this is I want. So I looked at him and I thought, is he net practicing or has he arrived for breakfast? But the top professionals behave in this manner. They do not leave anything to chance. I will tell you another incident. In 1992 in South Africa, we were playing a journalist cricket match versus South African journalist cricket match in which some South African cricketers were also playing because they were part of the media. And we had Sunil Gavaskar from the Indian team who was playing for us. Rajdeep Sardesai was batting at one end. And when I walked in, I saw Rajdeep Sardesai and Gavaskar was to come little later. Just a match before, Gavaskar, I was involved in a century partnership with Gavaskar and my confidence was sky high. And I said, "Yaar, ye run bana liya kya hai?" So Rajdeep said, no, I don't also want to do a century partnership. Anyway, Rajdeep was in Times of India then. He had not started his career as an electronic media journalist. Anyway, so there was this bowler who was bowling from the pavilion end, very tall guy. And he was bowling bouncers. Mind you, it was an open ground, wind was blowing, South African wickets were very fast. All of us are without helmets. And they had kept someone at Fort Shortley, a baldy guy, short baldy guy. He looked like a 70-year-old. And I thought, yaar, short leg mein isko rakhe hain, mere liye. I got runs in the last match. So I was telling myself that it is such humiliation that they have kept a 70-year-old for me at Fort Shortleg. So this first ball he bowled, I pulled him for 4, and the whole idea was to remove that Fort Shortleg because I was thinking that they were underestimating me and they were trying to tell me you are not good enough. That is why we have kept this man there for you. You are not good enough. Second delivery I again pulled, and this man spectacularly dived to his left and picked up a catch. You get to see on those IPL best catches. I did not know what to do. I was so embarrassed. So I walk into the dressing room and I see Vijay Lokapalli, a very senior editor from Hindu. And I said, Vijay, kya catch pakda rahe ho buddha? And suddenly from the other end of the dressing room, someone said in a very stern voice, it is completely your fault. You did not do any homework for the match. If you had done any homework for the match, you ought to have known that Baldy was one of the bestest Fort Shortleg fielders they have produced in South Africa. And this voice was none other than Sunil Gavaskar. It is incredible that a man, even after scoring 10,122 runs and 34 hundreds, comes out to play a completely inconsequential journalist match. And even then, before the match, he does homework. Can you believe this? A man, Sunil Gavaskar, sitting in South Africa, coming as a television commentator and doing homework on the South African media. But this is what happens. To be the best, you have to eliminate the chance factors to the greatest possible extent. Now, the question is, as I said, do you want to chase 170? Or do you want to chase 120? Or do you want to chase 200? The choice is yours. But the choice, mind you, will define your life. I remember Shah Rukh Khan once telling me during an interview, I said that, Mr. Khan, you attempt such things, you might fail. And you are so successful with Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and so many other movies under your belt. And still you are experimenting. Don't you think that you should remain secure? Then he said, my father had told me in my childhood, Girte hai sher sawari, maidani jang mein, wo jisam kya gire, jo ghutno ki bal chale. Meaning that only people who are riding the horse, only they can fall. People who are crawling, how can they fall? So similarly, the excitement or the fun in life is embracing a challenge. You need to take up a challenge, and you have to always understand that challenge may bring failure, but so what? Your experience also the failure. There is another actor, some of you who are getting enrolled in first year today in the induction program may not have heard of him. But of course, the middle-aged people like me or several others in this Science City auditorium would have heard of him. Mr. Devanand, one of the iconic stars of Bollywood. Now the incident I narrate was mentioned to me by Shekhar Kapoor, Devanand's nephew. They said that Devanand had invested his entire savings on a movie that was called Ishq Ishq Ishq. If you go to YouTube, you can see Ishq Ishq Ishq. Now, the unit members were very, very concerned that Dev Saab has spent so much money. What if the movie bombs? So Shekhar Kapoor tells me that we were all there just outside Bombay in a hotel at the lawn. and we were all camping there and wanting to know that what is the fate of the movie, because it was on that Friday the movie had released. Mind you, there was no mobile phone in those days. So the unit was very expectantly waiting to hear, and they were all very nervous, not so much for themselves, but for Dev Saab, who had put in so much money. So suddenly someone comes and says that the hotel manager conveys a message that he has got a call from the halls, cinema halls, and they are saying Ishq 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 is running full house and it's a huge success. So all of them clap. Someone said that, bring in champagne and all that. And 10 minutes later, someone comes up and says the earlier information was incorrect. Actually, there is nobody, hardly a crowd outside the cinema halls, and it seems the picture will bomb. And they all gathered around Dev Saab, whose face by then had turned red. He said, "Can I go back to my room, please? And I'll be back." And they were all worried. They might have a heart attack. He was already 70 plus then. So Shekhar Kapoor said that someone must accompany him. Dev Saab said, "Not to worry, I will come back." After half an hour, he emerges. By then he had taken a shower. He had changed his dress. He walks in with an A4 size paper like this and says, "This is the script for my next movie. You all listen to this." He never ever uttered Ishq 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 in his entire life again. This is how the champions behave. We all talk about champions blessed with great luck, destiny. Of course, destiny plays a role. But if you see the champions closely, they work enormously hard. Shah Rukh Khan works 16 to 18 hours a day when he's promoting a movie. It is just incredible. You see how Virat Kohli prepares. You see how Surya Kumar Yadav, for instance. Now, I was saying preparing hard, preparing well, also preparing intelligently. For those of you who play cricket, you will understand that Surya Kumar Yadav's scoring range is from square leg to deep fine leg, an area no one else had attempted before. But Surya Kumar Yadav thought about his game, thought about the game from his competitors, and felt that the main scoring areas, mostly the opponent captains will block those areas. So I need to score in certain areas which are considered blind spot for batsmen. And usually a captain would not put fielders there. So that is why he has put fielders there. Abhishek Sharma, again, a sensation. Why? Because if you go to Abhishek Sharma's nets, he only practices hitting sixes. We have never seen this before. When in the 70s or 80s, last 4 or 5 balls, the trainees were allowed to hit, lofted shots. The coaches would say, play on the ground. That was the cricketing philosophy that had governed India then. Abhishek Sharma goes out there against a bowling machine or against the fastest bowlers. He only practices sixers. And that is how his game is like this. So please understand, nothing in life comes easily. It is not a magic. But all I can tell you, for people, mostly the students, who have not done well in exams, who are under pressure from their parents, who may have just scraped through and who had huge tension, whether with my marks, whether I will get into SurTech or not, please tell yourself, the match has just begun. It is not even halfway through. So if you develop your other skills, then you can surely produce an independent mark sheet for you, which will do justice to your talent, your resolve, and your determination. Now, a huge problem these days is handling the mobile phone. People talk about AI. I think the handling the mobile phone is very, very difficult. I mean, we all face problems. I'm telling you, I face problems. My wife half the time is glued to the mobile. My daughter, I told my daughter the other day that, look here, please read what Greg Chappell has said, that all the trainees, you get up in the morning, just ask yourself, which date is this, which year, which day, and then you switch on your mobile phone. To which my daughter said, Greg Chappell is a madman, that is why he's been thrown out of India. So this is how people react to mobiles. Now, I also was talking to Srijesh, Indian hockey player, Indian hockey legend. Now he has become a coach. I said, Mr. Srijesh, you have now become a coach and you are coaching under 23 players, under 21 players, hockey players. Don't you have a problem with mobiles? Because most of the coaches complain that mobile is taking away the attention of the trainees. So as a coach, what do you tell them? He said, I tell them nothing. I said, why? He said, it is for themselves to decide whether they want to concentrate on mobiles or whether they want to play for India. The choice is theirs. I don't interfere. It's a lovely line, whether they want to play for India or whether they want to concentrate for mobile. Now, mobile, I can tell you, I also have problems, as I said, even after so many years. I've spent 42 years in the profession. Mobile came hardly in early 2000. How to divide time between mobile and your work? You will have the same problem between mobile and your education. All I can tell you is that, from my experience, that mobile can give you information, but mobile is also only an auditorium. Mobile is like a Science City auditorium. But what you produce outside the auditorium is what you showcase through your mobile. You cannot become a better engineer, you cannot become a better doctor, you cannot become a better journalist if you remain to mobile. If you remain glued to mobile, you only consume whatever data is in that mobile. That is somebody else's, that is for public consumption, that is not yours. If you want your own thing, then you have to practice it outside and showcase it through mobile. You have read a great story. You have to read that story maybe outside the mobile. You may have made a great man and you want to share the experiences. You do it on the mobile. All I'm trying to say, I know these days people read books on the mobile, but largely, please retain some time for yourself outside the mobile. Because mobile access everyone else has. Then how will you make a difference? How will you be a Kohli? How will you be a Shahrukh? If you do not make a difference, understand, if everyone has the same data, then the problem is everyone will do the same thing. You won't be able to create a difference for yourself. And Wikipedia, mind you, is not always very accurate. I remember going and interviewing Zina Taman again, former game changer actress in Indian movies. And the first, we were doing the interview in Sun and Sun Hotel, Mumbai, iconic hotel for Bollywood. So I said, Ms. Salmon, it rings a bell every time you walk into Sun and Sun. And he said, why should it ring a bell? I said, because you used to come here frequently. Deb Saab had a room here, used to held all your meetings here. She said, this is the second time in my life that I walked into this hotel. And I did not know what to say because I was embarrassed because I had it from Wikipedia. So the second question was that, Zinatji, not many people know that you were Sunil Gavaskar's batchmate in Xavier's. She said, who told you this? I said, I know, Bombay Xavier's, you were batchmates. So Zinataman looks at me and says, I never even went to college. Where did you get this from? And I was so ashamed. The first two questions were from Wikipedia. Wikipedia had sourced this. You have to understand that when you work with data, someone somewhere has put it in on the internet, and that is how Wikipedia, they have generated Wikipedia, but it may not be always accurate. So please always create your own resource and don't rely on Wikipedia. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, another big character. I remember Mahendra Singh Dhoni, walking up to Mahendra Singh Dhoni in 2005. This was when Dhoni was just a wicketkeeper batsman for India. But he had come in a year earlier and he was known as a sensation. And the manager who was managing Dhoni was a Bengali guy. So he told me that, there are some problems with Dhoni, some communication gaps. You being a senior media person, do you think you can speak to Dhoni? That will cut some ice. I said, I'm not sure, but I can try. So I walk into Dhoni's room. This was in Durban, 2005. I said, Dhoni, there are certain things, he first thought I'd come for an interview and he said, I'm not doing an interview. I said, not for an interview, just for something which is personal. He said, yes, tell me. I said, but I'm not sure as to how you'd react to this because, you might think that, I've gone outside my brief, but it is just that I wanted to tell you as a well-wisher. So he said, tell me. I said, number one, yesterday, the Seat Tire prize was given in this hotel, and you had won it for the best young cricketer award, best young cricketer in the world. And yet you had not gone down to accept it. So he said, I was sleeping. Can you believe this? In 2005, Mahendra Singh Dhoni gets an award, Seat Cricket International Award, and an event that was attended by the Greg Chappells, Gavaskars, Vivian Richards. Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the same hotel, he said, I was sleeping. Then I said, you're not interested in the award? And this could have been your first major award. He said, award se kya banta hai? वो जो बनता है तो ground में बनता है. Okay, my first shock. Then I said that, again, I'm going outside my brief, but you are mixing, you are a young talent. And in India, you've already made your mark. But these days, you are often seen with another Indian cricketer who may not be good influence for you. He said, who is he? So I named him, I don't want to name him, but he has now become a television commentator, so you can well guess. So I said, you are mixing with him so much. And I saw you last night also, you were going out for dinner with him. It is absolutely your personal choice who would you decide to go out with. But please remember, you are a rising star and he is going downside. And because he is going downside, he is getting attacked by the media. And because he is getting attacked by the media, he has turned cynical. He has influenced you, and you are also now started speaking as the media. But why? You have just started your career. You have a lucrative contract with NDTV. Media persons all across India, they love you. Why are you going against the media? Just because of this man, because this man is very cynical and he is sort of influencing you. He said, "Aur kuch hai?" I said, one more thing. He said, "Batao." I said, apparently, till date, you have not said hello to Sunil Gavaskar. Is it true? He said, yes. I said, are you mad? Don't you know how important Sunil Gavaskar is in Indian cricket? You're a young cricketer. You have already spent 2 years in Indian cricket, and yet you have never said hello to Gavaskar. He said, there was no such opportunity. I said, what do you mean opportunity? When he does his TV walk at the ground, you're also there. You should walk up to him and say, sir, this is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And he said that, when I see him on the ground, I'm also practicing, and he's also doing his television stuff. How would I go up to him and say suddenly that, I'm Mahendra Singh Dhoni? It would look very awkward. I said, but it is for you to find out ways to approach him. After all, you're in the same hotel. So why don't you, if you come to know what time he would be leaving, he said, you want me to stand at the lobby and waiting for Mr. Gavaskar? I said, why not? I mean, can't you see even the seniors look up to him? You must, to prosper in Indian cricket, you must have a good relationship going with Mr. Gavaskar. He said, if I see him in the lifts and all, I might say hello, but it will be very awkward standing at the lobby and suddenly running up to him and saying, Mr. Gavaskar, this is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I said, however awkward it may seem, all I'm trying to say is that, Dhoni, please make sure that you say hi to him, because how do I know this? Because Gavaskar must have told someone that ye banda abhi tak mere ko hi bhi nahi bola. That is how I know. Otherwise, how would I know? How would I imagine that you have not said, you have spent 2 years in Indian cricket without saying hello to Mr. Gavaskar? So, when I was going out, he said that, Gautam, just wait. He said, Apne jo bola, award function number 1, I'm not very sure next time also whether I'd be going there or accepting, because खेल होता है मैदान में, award function में नहीं, 1. 3, Mr. Gavaskar, if I see him in the lift or somewhere, I will definitely say hello, but I cannot suddenly run after him and say hello, because I would rather spend that energy in my cricket. But number 2, that you said that, I'm mixing with someone who has become negative and cynical, I will think about it. I'm not sure whether I'll do it, but I'll think about it. But about Mr. Gavaskar, as I said, Years later, just possibly last year in the IPL, when Gavaskar took Dhoni's autograph on his jersey, you may have seen it here at the CSK match while CSK was playing the last match. When Gavaskar ran towards Dhoni and took his autograph, I remembered that afternoon in Durban, how the clock turns full circle. And this is what, how the greats behave. This is what resolve, preparation, smart preparation, innovative thinking can get you there. You don't need a mark sheet for this. You don't need a degree for this. But if you have a degree, then you are in a higher plane because then you are armed with a degree and also with life lessons. So I don't want to bore you anymore, but all I can say is that please remember your innings is just about to begin. Give off your best. Life is a wonderful, wonderful expedition. Go for it.
That was indeed very inspiring. Thank you, sir, for your words. And now I shall request Priyanka Roy, HR at Tata Steel, to kindly come on stage. I request ma'am, and I request Shreyoshi ma'am, admission manager at SurTech, to kindly felicitate Priyanka ma'am. Please put your hands for Priyanka Roy, Tata Steel Downstream Products Limited. She's the HR. Thank you so much. Whenever we search for college, whenever we are eager to take admission into any college, nowadays the first thing we check is the placement records. And during the placement rounds, one of the most important rounds of placement is the HR round. And on the stage, we have two esteemed personalities, Priyanka Roy, who is the HR of Tata Steel, and Tuhina Bagh, ma'am, who is also head of HR at Ambe Group. I shall request Tuhina Bagh, who is currently a head of HR at Ambe Group, and also serves as Assistant General Manager. With over 4 years at Ambe Group in Kolkata, she has been leading human resources along with client relationship management, driving people strategy and organizational growth. I shall request ma'am to please come on the dais and speak a few words. Please put your hands together for Ms. Tuhina Bagh.
শুভ শারদিয়া সবাইকে I feel extremely honored and privileged to be sharing the whole stage with all these distinguished dignitaries and represent my organization, Ambe Group. So I have realized so far that our institutions and our organizations, they give us the meaning, they give us the stage to represent them, and we can only try our best to, just take forward the learning that we have had in our colleges, in our universities, and also in our professional life. So our company, Ambe Group, we are a real estate company predominantly working in Kolkata, and Recently, I have had the opportunity to recruit from JIS group, from the civil and electrical departments. The process has been extremely seamless, and the students who have turned employees, they are quite proactive on and off field. So that's a great thing for any organization to see young students who are so active on stage, on field, and they are making their institution proud, basically. At the time of interview, we only look for people with the right mindset and the right attitude. You might not know the answers to all the questions that we ask you, but the courage to admit that you do not know the answers, but you are eager to learn it and then be a better version of yourself. That's what we look for in our candidates. So JIS group students, they have they have actually built up that stage in our organization, and I really hope that further we also collaborate in the coming days. So thank you for such an great opportunity, and I wish all the students a great academic year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I shall request Ms. Priyanka Roy, who is the HR at Tata Steel Downstream Products Limited. With over 3 years in this role, she focuses on HR, business partnering, employee engagement, and organizational development, and is based in the Greater Kolkata area. I shall request Ms. Priyanka Roy to kindly come on the dais and speak a few words among us.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Priyanka, as I am introduced by one of the student. And I would like to thank the college authority to give me this wonderful opportunity, and all of you who are here to listen my speech, or just we can interact also later on. So when I'm standing here, really I remembered my college days when I was there with full of nervousness, full of curiosity, and a lot of dreams. And it's my 8 years that I have a different experience in HR, and also I am living the world where I want to give my best. And today, I just wanted to give you 3 tips, not too many speech, too many lectures, but only 3 tips which I have learned from my very own journey. So first, as you are the student, the first tip is always take action. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay? So, जो लोग काम नहीं करते हैं, they are safe, but they don't grow. But if you work, mistake होगा, but you will learn, you will grow. Okay? So always take action. The second thing, always remember, that is, believe in yourself. If it is a tough work, academics may, anywhere, just believe in yourself. That mindset that I can do it, it will help to own your half battle. So always believe in yourself. Don't be demotivated. Always remember, you can do it. And also, figure it out how to do it. And the third thing, which I always remember, and very important, that is don't carry unnecessary pressure. Never carry unnecessary pressure. I know now you are in the engineering stream or MBA stream and you have lots of pressure from your family, from your teachers, from seniors, kuch karna hai, placement lana hai, so many things, right? But never, never ever take too much pressure. Just pass it on. Ask for help. Lean on to others. Just ask your teachers, your family, your seniors, mentors to help yourself. ठीक है? So, these are the three things. Always remember. अभी कुछ दिन में maybe companies will come for the placement. So, don't get overexcited if you crack it. Don't get demotivated if you miss it. Because this is just the beginning. अगर क्रैक होता है तो दिस इज द बिगिनिंग फॉर प्रोफेशनल थिंग. काम करना है पूरी जिंदगी. अगर इफ यू मिस इट you will get the other opportunities. If it is Tata Steel downstream product, if it is other organization, you don't know. So just live your college life, enjoy in your fullest and give your best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I shall request Mr. Aniruddha Das, Officer in Charge, Scientific Wing, Lalbazar, Kolkata Police, to kindly come on the dais and speak a few words.
Good afternoon. Namaskar. Principal sir and other respected guests. Thank you so much for inviting me for very important day for all the students sitting here, all the students. It is a day for all of you. It is an important day for all the students. You are stepping in the new life of journey. So it is an important day for all of you. I'm not about waste so many times, but today is the important day for all of you. You are stepping a new life. So keep learning and best wishes for making professional career in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now I shall request Mr. Orunabha Ghosh, who is the founder and CEO of Blue Copper Technologies, an IT and software engineering company. With over 25 years of experience in the industry, he is responsible for the company's business development, operations, and growth. He previously held leadership positions at several other software companies and is also a member of the Board of Governors at Calcutta Institute of Technology. I request Mr. Orunabha Ghosh to kindly come on the dais and speak a few words. Please put your hands together for Orunabha Ghosh.
Good afternoon, everybody. And thank you very much to inviting me here. But we are all listening to a lot of information and knowledge from all our distinguished panelists here. So let me do a quick, I would say, a small 3-4 minutes workshop with any of you. For that, I need 1 or 2 people from your side. Can you please help me? Any 1 or 2 people from your side? Please. Anyone? Otherwise, I need to go to your place. Because you are all engineering students, right? So I just wanted to explain you in a very, very basic manner that what is this engineering process. I hope you will enjoy this.
One of the first year students, please come.
Hello, please come. Can I have a mic, please?
Sir, please start.
What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Devjit Ghosh.
Devjit, okay. So Devjit, from where you are?
I'm from Bardwan.
Bardwan, fantastic. I am from Shuri, Birbhum. Okay, please come this side. Okay, come closer. Okay, so Devjit, do you know how to make tea? Let's, at least, anything?
No, sir.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Then you will not be able to answer my question. I need someone who can at least make tea in any form. Okay, let's presume that you know how to make tea, okay? So definitely you will ask me someday at your home for a cup of tea, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you ask me, and definitely will serve me your best, and that yes, this is the cup of tea that probably I like most, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So problem is that when you served me that, then probably I found it that yeah, you have done a lot of things to make this wonderful tea for me, but probably is not interesting to me because I don't like milk tea. Okay, I like the black tea. Okay, so then again you go back to your kitchen and you create a black tea for me, and then I found that by mistake you put sugar in there, and I am a diabetic patient. I don't want sugar. So again you go back to your kitchen and you bring a cup of tea, which is a black tea and without sugar. Now I find it very interesting. I like this product. Okay, so for this incident, what I capture, or we all capture, this the information or the requirement gathering is so important. So if you are not gather your requirement when you are actually working with your client, it will not be able to deliver the good stuff, good product. And no matter this is a tea or any other product or any other thing, the requirement gathering is so important, right? Now, the next part. Now I liked your skills and I ask you that, okay, Devjit, right? Devjit. Okay, Devjit. So tomorrow I'll come with 10 of my friends. Can you deliver the similar kind of tea for me?
No, sir.
Probably yes. Why not? Why not? 10 people only. You can bring your one of your students and make it happen, right? So 10 cup of tea is possible.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Possible.
So okay, somehow you make the 10 cup of tea, and I like I'm so excited now that I ask you that, okay, chalo, let's tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll bring hundreds of my people. So can you please do the same thing for us? Then you start having problem because you don't have the right resources with you to deliver the same stuff, but you have the functional knowledge. Now you know that how to make a good cup of tea, but very difficult for you to manage the resources that how to scale. And if I finally ask you that, okay, Rajit, let's, make 1,000 or 1 lakh cup of tea every day at 6 a.m. in the morning, the same quality, you will find lot of difficulties, right? Not possible for you. So how it is possible then? People are doing it. How people are doing it? People are doing by introducing lot of interesting engineering processes. So that is why this processes is important. For anything, the functional knowledge is important. No doubt about this. The functional knowledge is important, customer requirement gathering is important, but another important aspect that how to scale and where actually this engineering processes and the subject is come into the picture. No matter which product it is, we take an example of a making of a tea, but you can apply in any angle of our life. Okay? Thank you, Devjit. Okay? Let me just complete my other stuff. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I have prepared a couple of things for you guys. I have spent almost 25 years in product development space, software product development. So I have witnesses that from the technology product to functional product to data-driven product, and now we are into the AI-powered product. So as an individual, I'm continuously learning. And probably that is the only constant. Okay? So adaptability and continuous learning is the only constant. So in this process, I don't know whether you have heard this term, painted picture. Painted picture is that in our childhood, in our school age, everyone is asked for a paragraph writing, or in Bangla or Rachana, that what is the aim of your life? And it becomes a kind of a language test for us, right? Either we identify engineering or doctor or lawyer or sports person, but think about it. Are we at all serious about while identifying that what is the aim of our life? Probably not. Most people not. So this aim of life is a painted picture of ourselves. Means what? Today you are just going to start your engineering journey. So you have to think about it that what you actually want to be. If you want to be an engineer and you want to be an engineer for next 10 years, your preparation would be in some extent. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a CEO of a person in 10 years time frame, your readiness will be different. So your wish will define your readiness. So there are two things that is important to all of us when you are actually preparing yourself. One is your knowledge. The knowledge will come from our textbook, our classrooms, etc. And the next thing is important is the skills. The skills is most important part of it because knowledge you'll anyway acquire. Our teachers, professors, textbooks, everywhere people are giving us knowledge. Lot of knowledge we are gathering. But from where you will build the skills? Example, that let's say you know very well about the Python programming or any other languages or any other databases. But when you are in front of a client and you are asking your company, or if you are an entrepreneur, your client is giving you a requirement of building something, that requirement gathering is a skill. When you are gathered the requirement and transformed this requirement to a design of an application, and then pass on to that to your fellow members is the skills. So critical thinking is the skill. I mean, communication skill is a skill. These skills are so important in our life. Without having those skills, you cannot actually succeed in your life. Now, I would like to tell you a couple of more things that how the current industry is changing. You are all entering into this engineering field in 2025-26. Please don't consider these years. Consider the year 2029-30 when you will actually become the engineer and enter into the professional world. And in nowadays, almost every year things are changing. Every quarterly basis things are changing, and we are talking about here for the next 4 years. So how do you prepare yourself during these 4 years? It's very challenging. I'm not saying that I know it, but what I can tell you, the process of actually exploring things. So let me give you a couple of examples. Probably you can get the information from here. Let's say we all know about the traditional industries like healthcare, automobile, manufacturing, finance, energy, and logistics. Let's say a couple of these examples. But in healthcare, using technology, now it becomes the smart wearable predicting disease before symptoms. It's already there. We all know about it. So that means the traditional healthcare industry is changing towards the technology domain. The same thing, automobile. We all know Elon Musk's autonomous car. That means automobile industry is also changing towards that, autonomous car. Manufacturing industry, the predictive maintenance, the most important thing, the predictive maintenance of thing, now also absolutely tech-driven. Finance and banking, the AI bot is now approving our loans. Energy, the smart grid, the balancing all the solar, wind, and hydropower now. It is not the human being at all. Logistics, AI fleets, optimizing routes, and the energy efficiency, all this stuff. So these traditional industry is now driven by the technology. Now, before I can conclude my session, I would like to tell you a couple of name of the industry that is we all need to, work on in coming years. One of it is the sports tech. You ever heard that person is working in a sports tech industry? Very less, right? But going forward, it will be a very attractive job. So the sports tech is an AI-driven player performance, injury prevention, and smart wearables. The agri-tech, we know about agri-tech, but it is not in that extent. So precision farming, drones, crop yield prediction, all these are part of the thing. Same thing for, let's say, the marketing technology. So marketing technology, food technology, fashion technology, property technology, legal technology, all these are the new domain that is coming up. So what we need to do? There is no other way of continuously learning new stuff, and how to learn, you have to be adaptive enough. So there are a couple of new roles also is coming up. Something like the AI solution developer, digital twins engineer, green tech innovator. Those are earlier, we never heard about all these, roles in last 5 years, even for the next 1 or 2 years. But eventually this will come when you people will be in the market for the job. So to conclude my this thing, I would like to say that if you continuously focus and nurturing your skills with strengthening your knowledge, you will be future ready. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Okay.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing your valuable words with us. Now, the NCC cadets of our institution will be presenting a video and let you know about the eligibility requirement, scopes and opportunities, and the other things related to NCC, where you can also participate and also you can become a member of this prestigious organization and can work ahead. I request the NCC cadets to please enter the stage.
The National Cadet Corps in India is a voluntary organization, which recruits students from high schools, colleges and universities all over India. These students are called cadets after joining the organization. This is the biggest organization in India, where about 12 lakh students are enrolled every year. They are given basic military training in small arms and parades. National Cadet Corps in SurTech was started in the year 2022. NCC activities in our college have evoked much enthusiasm among the students. At present, Army wings in our college comprising of about 41 cadets are actively indulging in all NCC activities to make our college and the nation proud. The mission and vision of our NCC wing is to create awareness among the student community regarding its importance towards nation building. Besides, an NCC cadet is presented with a plethora of job opportunities in reputed government and public sector concerns. We intend to train students to participate in the Republic Day Parade and Pupils Exchange Program. SurTech NCC Wing contributes to the overall personality development of a person and mentally equips them to face the various challenges they may encounter in life. The motto of NCC is unity and discipline. Various types of camps in NCC. Annual training camp, centrally organized camps, leadership camps, Bayou Sonic Camp, Now Sonic Camp, rock climbing camps, national integration camps, Val Sonic camps. Various types of activities are undertaken in NCC. Institutional training, camp training, attachment training, air wing training, naval wing training, social service and community development activities. Youth exchange program, conduct of Republic Day Camp, conduct of course at OTA Camp T and OTA Gwalior for ANOs, career counseling and personality development, remount and veterinary unit training, conduct of certificate examinations and adventure activities. Here are some glimpses of various events participated by our NCC cadets.
Let's have a big round of applause for the NCC team of our college. So I would expect that more number of students from first year will come and join this prestigious organization. They'll take part in such activities that leads to the development of our nation. Well, with this, I'm signing off, allowing my co-host to continue from here. Thank you, Mondrin.
Thank you, ma'am. SurTech কোনো অনুষ্ঠান কালচারাল ইভেন্ট ছাড়া অসম্পূর্ণ, তাই আমরা আজকের এই স্টুডেন্ট ইন্ডাকশন প্রোগ্রাম 2025 এর কালচারাল সেকশন শুরু করব। And to begin the cultural section, I shall call some power-packed dancers, and they would be presenting a dance performance. Calling on the stage Devdatta, Anushka, Ankita, Moumita, Purbasha, Rishika, Rupsha, Sanjana, Moshumi, Pubali, and Shombit. Please put your hands together as they perform the very beginning performance of the cultural section.
বহে নিরন্তর অনন্ত আনন্দ ধারা, বহে নিরন্তর অনন্ত আনন্দ ধারা, বাজে অসীম নভ মাঝে অনাদিরব, বাজে অসীম নভ মাঝে অনাদিরব, জাগে অগণ্য রবি চন্দ্র তারা, একক অখণ্ড ব্রহ্মাণ্ড রাজে পরম একোষে রাজরাজেন্দ্র রাজে, একক অখণ্ড ব্রহ্মাণ্ড রাজে পরম একোষে রাজরাজেন্দ্র রাজে, বিস্মিত নিমেষ বিশ্বচরণে বিনত, বিস্মিত নিমেষ বিশ্বচরণে বিনত, লক্ষ শত ভক্ত চিত পাকহারা, বাজে অসীম নভ মাঝে অনাদিরব, জাগে অগণ্য রবি চন্দ্র তারা বহে নিরন্তর অনন্ত আনন্দ ধারা
Nothing can be as peaceful, as beautiful, and as serene like the performance we just had. নিরন্তর আনন্দ ধারা বহিতে থাকুক, এটা আমাদের সকলের প্রার্থনা। এবং এরপর next performance is a recitation performance, and I would like to call Oishorika Roy to perform the recitation performance. Please put your hands together for Oishorika.
নমস্কার, আমি ঐশ্বরিকা রায়, সেকেন্ড ইয়ার ডেটা সায়েন্স ডিপার্টমেন্ট। আজকে ইন্ডাকশন প্রোগ্রামের মাধ্যমে আমার এখানে উপস্থিত সকল জুনিয়ররা জীবনে একটা নতুন অধ্যায় শুরু করতে চলেছে। আর জীবনের প্রত্যেকটা নতুন অধ্যায় আমাদেরকে নতুন করে জীবনবোধ শেখায়। তাই আজকের দিনে একটা জীবনবোধের কবিতার থেকে ভালো আর কিছুই হতে পারে না। তাই আমার নিবেদন কবিগুরু রবি ঠাকুরের কবিতা বোঝাপড়া। মনেরে আজ কহ যে ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যেরে লও সহজে। কেউ বা তোমায় ভালোবাসে, কেউ বা বাঁচতে পারে না যে, কেউ বিকিয়ে আছে, কেউ বা শিখি পয়সা ধারে না যে। কতকটা সে স্বভাব তাদের, কতকটা বা তোমারও ভাই, কতকটা এ ভবের গতিক সবার তরে নহে সবাই। তোমায় কতক ফাঁকি দেবে, তুমিও কতক দেবে ফাঁকি। তোমার ভোগে কতক পড়বে, পরের ভোগে থাকবে বাকি। মানধাতারি আমল থেকে চলে আসছে এমনি রকম, তোমারই কি এমন ভাগ্য বাঁচিয়ে যাবে সকল জখম। মনেরে আজ কহ যে ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যেরে লও সহজে। অনেক ঝঞ্ঝা কাটিয়ে বুঝি এলে সুখের বন্দরেতে, জলের তলে পাহাড় ছিল লাগলো বুকের অন্তরেতে। মুহূর্তে কে পাঁজরগুলো উঠল কেঁপে আর তো রবে, তাই নিয়ে কি সবার সঙ্গে ঝগড়া করে মরতে হবে। ভেসে থাকতে পারো যদি সেইটে সবার চেয়ে শ্রেয়, না পারো তো বিনা বাক্যে টুপ করিয়া ডুবে যেও। এটা কিছু অপূর্ব নয়, ঘটনা সামান্য খুবই। শঙ্কা যেথায় করে না কেউ সেইখানেই হয় জাহাজ ডুবি। মনেরে তাই কহ যে ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যেরে লও সহজে। তোমার মাপে হয়নি সবাই, তুমিও হওনি সবার মাপে। তুমি মরো কারোর ঠেলায়, কেউ বা মরে তোমার চাপে। তবু ভেবে দেখতে গেলে এমনি কিসের টানাটানি, তেমন করে হাত বাড়ালে সুখ পাওয়া যায় অনেকখানি। আকাশ তবু সুনীল থাকে, মধুর থাকে ভোরের আলো। মরণে এলে হঠাৎ দেখি মরার চেয়ে বাঁচাই ভালো। যাহারে লাগি চক্ষু বুঝে বহিয়ে দিলে মস্যু সাগর, তাহারে বাদ দিয়েও দেখি বিশ্বভুবন মস্ত ডাগর। মরিরে তাই কহ যে ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যের লও সহজে। নিজের ছায়া মস্ত করে অস্তাচলে বসে বসে আধার করে তোলো যদি জীবনখানা নিজের দোষে। বিধির সঙ্গে বিবাদ করে নিজের পায়ে করুণ মারো। দোহাই তবে এই কার্যটা যত শীঘ্রই পারো সারো। খুব খানিকটা কেঁদে কেটে অশ্রু ঢেলে ঘরা ঘরা মনের সঙ্গে একরকমে করে নে ভাই বোঝাপড়া। তাহার পরে আধার ঘরে প্রদীপখানি জ্বালিয়ে তোলো। ভুলে যা ভাই কাহার সঙ্গে কতকটুকুন তফাৎ হলো। মনেরে তাই কহ যে ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যের লও সহজে। ভালো মন্দ যাহাই আসুক সত্যের লও সহজে। নমস্কার।
Beautiful recitation by Oishorika Roy. And now, আমাদের সবারই ইচ্ছা করে যারা ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে তোমরা আছো যে আমাদের মধ্যে যদি কেউ একটু স্টেজে পারফর্ম করতে পারতো, নিশ্চয়ই পারবে। আমরা সেই সুযোগ সবাইকে দিয়ে থাকি। অ্যান্ড আজকে তোমাদের মধ্যে থেকে ফ্রম ফার্স্ট ইয়ার অন্বেষা বিশ্বাস would be performing a dance performance, a solo dance performance here on stage. Please put your hands together for Annesha Bishas. Beautiful, indeed very beautiful. And our next performance of this cultural section is a group song performance, and to present that I call upon stage Nobojukta, Aman, Tiyasha, Sneha, Trisha and Trishan. Please put your hands together as they present a group song performance. I request all of you to kindly bear with us as we are taking this short time to make the instruments ready and better to sound. Please bear with us.
তোমার ঘরে বাস করে কারা ও মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বাস করে কারা ও মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বসত করে কয়জনা মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বসত করে কয়জনা, তোমার ঘরে বাস করে কারা ও মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বাস করে কারা ও মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বসত করে কয়জনা মন জানো না, তোমার ঘরে বসত করে কয়জনা। মেদিনীপুরে রায়না সিরন বাঁকুড়ার ওই পিতা, আর যতন করে বাদলি মাথা তাও তো বাঁকা সিথা। মেদিনীপুরে রায়না সিরন বাঁকুড়ার ওই পিতা, আর যতন করে বাদলি মাথা তাও তো বাঁকা সিথা। বেচবাড়িয়া রাজকুমারী গলায় চন্দ্রহার, বেচবাড়িয়া রাজকুমারী গলায় চন্দ্রহার, দিনে দিনে বাড়ছে তোমার চুলেরই বাহার, কালো জলে কুচলা তলে ডুবলো সনাতন, আজ সারানা কাল সারানা পাইল দর্শন, নদীর ধারে চাষে বধূ মিছাই করো আজ, ঝিরি ঝিরি পাকা নদী বইছে 12 মাস, বলো দেশরি আসিবে সিংহায় দিলা হাক, আর সিংহাসনে মর্তে বাজিয়া উঠলো ঠাক, বলো দেশরি আসিবে সিংহায় দিলা হাক, আর সিংহাসনে মর্তে বাজিয়া উঠলো ঠাক। শিবের সনে কার্তিক গণেশ লক্ষ্মী সরস্বতী, শিবের সনে কার্তিক গণেশ লক্ষ্মী সরস্বতী, আশ্বিন মাসে বাপের বাড়ি আসেন ভগবতী, বলো গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো, গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো, গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো, গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো, ভবের ভবানী আমার ভবন করিল আলো, গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো, গৌরী এলো দেখে চলো। গদিলো তামে গদিলো 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 তামে গদিলো গদিলো, নাথি যে মজামা কালী বাবা টাকা জামা এવો আড়নো প্রবাসী গদিলো, গদিলো তামে গদিলো 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 তামে গদিলো গদিলো, নাথি যে মজামা কালী বাবা টাকা জামা এવો আড়নো প্রবাসী গদিলো। কাঠে জি যা তু যা তেরিয়ে তেরিয়ে তি যা তু যা তেরিয়ে, কাঠে জি যা তু যা গদিলো তামে বাদো রে বাদো রে বাদো হবে নাতিতে মাজামা কালি বাবা টাকা জমায়ে वो हाडलो प्रवासी को गिलो एव कॉलेज कलासी माने कई दोनी एव ठमने ठिकाना माने कई दोनी एव कॉलेज कलासी माने कई दोनी गोदिलो तमे गोदिलो एव कॉलेज कलासी माने ओके भैया हमने ठिकाना माने हाय हाय हैया एव कॉलेज कलासी माने ले जा नैया गोदिलो तमे गोदिलो
That was indeed a mood changer, a power-packed performance. And next, we have another performer from first year. I'm calling upon the stage Shostika Shashmal from first year to present a solo dance performance. Please put a big round of applause for Shostika Shashmal.
একটা কালো ভ্রমর গুন গুন খুপা হয় গুঞ্জা ফুলে ফাগুনে আগুন লেগেছে পলাশি জঙ্গলে রে আরে ঢিপিং ঢিপিং বাজনা কোথাও বাজাচ্ছে সাঁওতালে রে বাজাচ্ছে সাঁওতালে ঢিপিং ঢিপিং বাজনা কোথাও বাজাচ্ছে সাঁওতালে রে বাজাচ্ছে সাঁওতালে টাং ধাতুং ঠাং তুং তুং ঠাং তুং তুং ধাকি ঢিঙ্গি যা টাং ধাতুং ঠাং তুং তুং ঠাং তুং তুং ধাকি ঢিঙ্গি যা মাদলবাসী বাজে তালে তালে মাদলবাসী বাজে তালে তালে মাদলবাসী বাজে তালে তালে মাদলবাসী বাজে তালে তালে ওই আন্ধারে মেঘ ডাকিল মন ময়ূরী নাচিল ওই আন্ধারে মেঘ ডাকিল মন ময়ূরী নাচিল আহের কালো বৃষ্টি ভিজি চল हो चल रे झमझमा झम बृष्टि भिजी चल हो काला रे झमझमा झम बृष्टि भिजी चल
ভাদর আশ্বিন মাসে ভ্রমর বসে কাঁচা বাসে ভাদর আশ্বিন মাসে ভ্রমর বসে কাঁচা বাসে আর কি থাকিবে বাপের ঘরে গো মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে হলুদ বাটা হলো বাসি পীড়িত হলো গলার ফাঁসি হলুদ বাটা হলো বাসি পীড়িত হলো গলার ফাঁসি ঝিলকি দিয়া তোমায় মনে পড়ে গো মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধূ রে আর না থাকিও বাপের ঘরে ও বধূ হে আর না থাকিও বাপের ঘরে গো
আজ ফাগুনে আগুন লাগে পলাশে শিমুলে অজয় সিলাই কংসাবতী দামোদরের কুলে আজ ফাগুনে আগুন লাগে পলাশে শিমুলে অজয় সিলাই কংসাবতী দামোদরের কুলে ধিম দিদি দিম ধামসা মাদল বলে ধিম দিদি দিম ধামসা মাদল বলে দেখবি রে চল লাগছে সবাই ঘুমুর গানের তালে এই বসন্ত বাতাসে আমার রঙ্গ জ্বলা যায় বধূ আরো লাগে আমার মন করে হয় হয়
মোহনায় ফাগুনেরও মোহনায় অশ্রুহাগে রং লাগে তোর মনের ঠিকানায় অনুসরণে মুখ ঢাকে মনে লাজুক বাহানায় ফাগুনেরও মোহনায়।
লাভলি। আর এবার আমাদের আজকের এই এসআইপি প্রোগ্রামের শেষ পারফরমেন্স। আমরা এমন একটা সময় এই এসআইপি প্রোগ্রামটা করছি যেখানে চারিদিকে উৎসবের মরশুম, এবং উৎসব মানে বাঙালিদের শ্রেষ্ঠ উৎসব দুর্গোৎসব। ঠিক এই সময়ই বাংলার বাইরেও নবরাত্রি পালন করা হয়, এবং সেই নবরাত্রিতে এক ধরনের বিশেষ নৃত্য পরিবেশনা করা হয় যার নাম হচ্ছে গরবা। আমাদের লাস্ট পারফরমেন্স, যারা প্রচণ্ড পাওয়ার প্যাক পারফরমেন্স, আমি সবাইকে অনুরোধ করব এখানে যারা রয়েছে আমাদের যারা প্রতিযোগী, যারা কন্টেস্টেন্ট পারফর্মার, তাদের উৎসাহ যোগাতে, এবং we need that energy from the audience. So for the final performance, calling on stage Ankita, Devdatta, Anushka, Moumita, Purbasha, Rishika, Rupsha, Sanjana, Moushumi, Shombit, Sravanti and Puali. Please put a big round of applause for all of them for the final performance of the day.
लेता जाई चोरे दिलड़ो देता जाई जो लेता जाई चोरे दिलड़ो देता जाई जो मारी सरकी ननद बैरा बीरा रे रुमाल मारो लेता जाई चोरे साकी ननद बैरा बीरा रे रुमाल मारो लेता जाई चो
खारी मारी कहानी में मारे मन की मैं रानी रे, थारी जो भी परेशानी रे वो थारी रे, मारी पूरी मन मानी रे। मारा मन ये चंदर मारे, थारा मन ये बदर मारे, बोलो कैसे ये चलेगी नैया। मारा मन गुड़धानी रे, थारा मन ये पानी रे, बोलो कैसे ये मिलेगी छैया।
लेता जाई चोरे दिलड़ो देता जाई जो लेता जाई चोरे दिलड़ो देता जाई जो मारी सखी ननद बैरा बीरा रे रुमाल मारो लेता जाई चोरे साकी ननद बैरा बीरा रे रुमाल मारो लेता जाई चोरे
उड़ी उड़ी जाए दिल की पतंग देखो उड़ी उड़ी जाए।
उड़ी उड़ी जाए उड़ी उड़ी जाए दिल की पतंग देखो उड़ी उड़ी जाए।
कहने को तो खेल है ये तेरा मेरा साझा, पर मेरा दिल है पतंग और तेरी नजर मंझा, माझे से लिपटी ये पतंग जुड़ी जुड़ी जाए। उड़ी उड़ी जाए दिल की पतंग देखो उड़ी उड़ी जाए।
दो दिल जुड़े ऊंचे आसमानों में जुड़े, दो दिल जुड़े ऊंचे आसमानों में जुड़े। मुझे कब था पता इसका, तेरे प्रेम का एक तारा मन में यूं पल पल बाजेगा।
मुझे कब थी खबर इसकी, मेरे मन के सिंहासन पर तू सदा को यूं विराजेगा। कोई भी कठिनाई हो या कोई हो मजबूरी, तेरी मेरी एक भी पल हो दे नहीं दूरी।
माझा से लिपटी ये पतंग जुड़ी जुड़ी जाए।
उड़ी उड़ी जाए दिल की पतंग देखो उड़ी उड़ी जाए।
उड़ी उड़ी जाए दिल की पतंग देखो उड़ी उड़ी जाए।
আরেকবার জোরে হাততালি ওদের সবার জন্য। And that brings to the end of today's event. We thank all the students, guardians, faculty members, management members, and everyone. I shall request all the faculty members, staff members to kindly come on the stage for a group photo session, and I shall request others, you may vacate off the auditorium slowly and collect your lunch packets.